Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jesse Rebirth for any first time viewers, and today we're going to be unboxing this Batman Rebirth from Iron Studios. This is the deluxe or the Iron Studios exclusive. It was done by Eddy Barrows, and I do know that his signature comes on it. That's what makes it exclusive. So, it's funny how things go. Movie figures hit pretty quick. Video game figures, they're a little late, but they're catching up. I mean, Prime 1 basically built its legacy off of Arkham series, but Rebirth has started working its way into the public consciousness. Like, when you look at the Target toys that have recently just started coming out, the Batmobile, straight out of White Knight, the look of it, a little different, but they even have a children's toy where the Batmobile raises up. They have these really cool little 3-inch figures. Karen and I have bought almost all of them, but they're all based off Rebirth. This is Rebirth. XM has got Rebirth coming. Prime 1 has jumped into the Rebirth game. They're doing a lot of things from Rebirth, which is, it's cool. It makes me think back to when I was a little kid. Before I had gotten deep enough into comics, I got into comics like more in my middle school to teenage years. But I remember JLA, those figures popping out, and they were awesome. They had sets of them, they had singles. I remember when they would do Legends of the Batman. Legends of the Bat? Yeah, Legends of the Bat. It was a comic run as well. But they had all these different Batman figures, and as a kid you're kind of wondering, where do all these come from? Well, I think it was during Batman Returns. There's something like 90 different Batmans, just all painted slightly different with just different gimmicks and stuff. There's a neon Batman that comes with a little floaty device. Put him in the tub when you're a little kid, get his cape wet. It's real cool. But it's crazy now that Rebirth has been around since, I believe, 2016. And we're in 2019, and all these Rebirth things are landing. I remember reading one time that people voted the Rebirth suit the dumbest bat suit there is. Times change. Times move on. The new 52 suit was awesome. I like the Rebirth suit. It took a while to get used to it, with his belt kind of being the V-type front piece with the gold rim around the bat. But as you know, as older folks, we used to have a Batman with a yellow circle around his bat sign. I mean, Batman 89, Batman Returns, Neil Adams, all of those had that gold circle. I really dig just the dark black bat though too, more Frank Miller style, but even then there was a gold rim sometimes. He gave a good reason for it. He can armor his chest, but he can't armor his head. It gives the criminal something to shoot at. Enough of all that. You know, I've been wanting to talk about Birds of Prey, and I think I'll do my own video on it. I have not seen Birds of Prey yet. Karen and I both haven't went to see it. And I have my own reasons for it. And it all has to do with wokeness. And I've heard it's not as woke as the actors were touting it to be. So we might have to see it. But it feels weird right now. As hardcore as DCEU fans that Karen and I were, that we decide to skip this movie. Like, I don't know. It's kind of sad. Sign of the times, right? Alright, let's go ahead, let's dive into this one. We just got, you know, a little picture of him on the back. We got this side. You know, kind of regret it now, but I did have on order the Iron Studios Justice League Batman. He had his cape swiveled just so slightly like in that trailer. Like, I canceled him. Because sometimes when you pre-order things on eBay, it's extremely sketchy. I do want to give a shout out to DBZ Freaks. If you guys check out Karen's channel right now, she just opened a Saitama. I ordered her like 2.5 years ago on eBay. You know, you got to pay that stuff in full, and they still delivered. All the way from Spain, they delivered that piece when basically they were scot-free from buyer protection and all that. I mean, I'm sure maybe you could call, I don't know if they could do anything about it that far out, but I do think it was really cool that they pulled through with that piece. Man, this thing has been stuffed. into this box. There we go. All right, it's going to be a nice little 1/10 scale statue. I do want to get Iron Studios' Dark Knight Returns statue too with Carrie Kelly. I do think that's a killer piece, but it might not seem like it. But Karen and I have actually slowed down on a lot of this stuff. We're basically kind of prepping for when we move, because a lot of people ask me, we have ran out of room. We ran out of room a long time ago. We're just kind of making this stuff work. All right. So we can see right here how exactly it's packed. I believe this is probably our cape. Let's see. Let's get the base out. Well, that's where our signature will go. You can see right here, Arkham Asylum. Nice little base. Oh wow, not our cape. It is our Batman. Alright, so we can see here our little chest symbol, our little belt, got some dirt on the knees. Nice little sculpt, very simple. Very light on the, like, no texture, basically, little, you know, details and stuff like that. One thing I will say, as a collector nowadays, you could basically call the last, I don't know, 2, 3 years of statue collecting the texture wars. I mean, every statue has more and more and more texture. Let's see how. Oh, you know what? You know why this ain't gonna? He ain't gonna just sit on there. You gotta get this open. Wow, they really packed that nice. Check it out. So this is gonna be our little gargoyle that will sit up there. You can see all of his little details. The wings are kind of like a plastic, but he himself is a hard polystone. Little demon gargoyle. We got our hole for our hand to go on. So he'll fit right in that hole. Gotta push him in a little bit. Oh, you know what? There we go. Got him right on there. So right here on the back, we got another hole by the cape up here. And our foot will go right in that hole. Our hand will go in the little hole on his head. There's a nice little spot grooved out on the back for his other leg. We all the way in. All right. Look at that shiny cape. Very leather looking. Purple on the inside. Weathered up. Very cool. It's going to go right on top right there. I'm digging it. Alright, so this is the reason it was exclusive. This little signed plate right there. Let's go ahead and spin him around and you'll see this little plate here pops in right there. Nice little magnetic touch. And we got our head. Rebirth. Very nice look to a cowl. I dig it. Very simple. Go ahead and just pop that in. I dig it. I really dig it. Nice little 1/10 scale, you know? And our last little piece, we got our batarang. Let's see exactly how we got him holding it. So, go in just like that. It's a very big batarang. I think that the paint on his face, we could add a little bit of whiskering to it to make it look a little more natural. You can see how they have a very slight on the chin and upper mustache area, but not much else. I like him. I like him a lot. Now this plate, Elizabeth, in memory of Elizabeth Arkham, this would be the plate that the normal one would come with. So if you don't have the signature of Eddy Barrows on the back, it would go with this one. So let's go ahead. Let's check it out. Go ahead and put this one on in. Popped right in. Very cool. I dig him. I like him a lot. I like Rebirth. I don't care. I know there's a lot of Tom King haters out there. I enjoyed Rebirth. I mean, Batman stories come and go. It's not the best story I've ever read. It's certainly not the worst story I've ever read. We're on to the next, right? Sean Murphy's Batman is absolutely dope. But The Long Halloween and Dark Victory hold a special place in my heart. Just like I liked Batman Damned, but wasn't like, it wasn't my favorite by Lee Bermejo and Brian Azzarello. I mean, Joker is very hard to top. Definitely dig Batman Damned, but it's kind of one of those things. It was very hyped, and I mean, some might say it was worth the hype, but the art was absolutely gorgeous. We got a bat dick in it that had everyone lose their minds. Karen and I have 2 copies, both normal and variant cover of the uncensored version. Very happy we have that, because I think it's absolutely outrageous that a book that goes under a black label and is marketed as an adult book, basically Batman hits HBO, is I believe it was Lee Bermejo said in an interview for those previews books. I don't see why they would have to edit that out for people losing their minds. I mean, it is what it is, right? But as for this piece, solid, nice little piece. I believe he was $150. I mean, definitely cool, unique. He's high up there on a perch. He'll look good sitting on any shelf. But I like it. I like it a lot. Let me know what you think about all the topics I've talked about. I love the conversations I have with people. That's why we're here, right? We're a community, and I love being a part of it. But if you enjoyed this video, leave me a like, leave me a sub. All the support, I love it. It helps out so much. But overall, keep buying toys.